y'all doing today? I am doing so fine, y'all. Just wanted to stop by and say hey for a few minutes. I'm in this kitchen, y'all, getting ready to make some garlic toast. I'm trying to extend the life of a baguette that I bought a couple of days ago. It's getting a little too hard for me to use to make a sandwich with, so I'm not going to throw it away because I can make some nice little pieces of garlic bread and have them with my salad, or some spaghetti. And so this is something I do from time to time. And honestly, I'm just going to use a little bit of this butter, this Irish butter here. It's Kerrygold, and it's really good butter. And I like to mix my butter with a little bit of olive oil. So, you know, a couple tablespoons of butter, a couple tablespoons of olive oil, and that's gonna be good. And I think I'm gonna mix it up this time. I'm going to do a couple of pieces with probably garlic and maybe some Italian seasoning. I'm gonna use black pepper on some of them and maybe a little bit of salt and maybe a little bit of Parmesan cheese. And I also have some everything bagel sesame seasoning that I need to get rid of. So I'm going to make me some nice buttery toast. And actually, let me put a little bit more butter in that pan because I like my garlic toast buttery. I am going to thoroughly enjoy this. I do like bread. I love bread, actually. It's like, when I think of comfort foods, I think of bread and I think of potatoes. It's like if you have those two things in your house, then everything is all right. So let me go in. I hope I can cut this bread. This wonderful knife that I have here is one that I got from my realtor when I bought this house. And I think I've talked about this house before. I'm sorry, this knife before. It's a serrated knife, sharper than any knife that I have. And I always joke that you have to be like 35 or 40 years old to use it because it's so sharp. And I always get nervous when I use it, but I love it. It's the sharpest knife that I have in the house. And you know what? I would love to have the actual set to this knife, but I think it's probably several hundreds of dollars. It's by, let's see, oh, I don't see the name on here. I do have the box that it came in, but I looked it up online and I know that it's a very expensive knife. This one was probably, I don't know, maybe $40, $50 just for this little one right here. So I'm extremely frugal and I am not trying to spend that much money on one knife. So, okay, I have some pieces here on this wonderful cutting board. Y'all see that? And actually, I'm gonna save a little bit of this because I do have just a tad bit of lunch meat left. I'll make a little sandwich out of that. And I love making my own little pieces of garlic bread. They're just so much fun to do. And store them either in a Tupperware container or a baggie or, you know, in the freezer or something like that. I put everything in the freezer. Hey, if it'll go in the freezer, I'm putting it in the freezer. So let me take the tops off of some of these. Looks like my butter and my olive oil has melted. Let me take that off the burner. Turn that off. Ooh, looks and smells delicious. So y'all, how was y'all's day? Y'all check this out. So I know for sure, so you know what, let me put this in a little bowl. I have a little bowl here. I'm pouring my butter and olive oil inside of. Okay. And right away, I'm going to put some garlic powder in it, a lot, because I like garlic bread. Black pepper. I don't like fresh garlic on my garlic toast, on my garlic bread, not at all. It just doesn't taste good. So I have some garlic powder, some black pepper. I'm going to put some Italian seasoning in here, quite a bit of that. I'm going to put some Parmesan cheese. Actually, I think I'll sprinkle this on top. But this is my little mixture, y'all. Don't throw away that stale bread, you know. Don't wait until it turns into penicillin before you get rid of it, or don't let it turn into penicillin. Go ahead and use it, you know. Do something with it. And don't be afraid to eat bread. Bread is good for you. Why? Why is it good for you? Because let's say, for example, you have a very small amount of money to work with. You know, maybe, you know, you just got laid off, or you have a whole bunch of kids to feed. Bread is so versatile, and you know what? It's food when you don't have any. So that's why I say it's good for you. You know, it'll keep you alive in famine, you know? Eat some bread, y'all. Don't be afraid of it. If you gain an ounce or two, you know, you'll be all right. You will live and not die. The whole world is afraid of carbs, y'all. What's up with that? Y'all will be all right if y'all eat some carbs. Everything will be good. Everything will be all right. Like my mother used to say, you will live and not die if you eat a piece of bread. All right, y'all. Let me put this on here. And then, y'all, I want to tell y'all about this pretty cool gadget that I have in the kitchen. Probably everybody has one, but it's one of my favorite gadgets. It's a very simple gadget, but the reason I love it is because it serves more than one purpose. And I'm probably the only person in the world who uses it for this other purpose that I'm going to show y'all in a few minutes. It's right up there with, like, I don't know, cookies and cream, ice cream. It's really, really awesome. And I just love it. I just love it. So anyways, y'all, what have y'all been getting yourself into today? Me, just work. All work and no play. Oh my gosh, I think I'm out of, do I have enough? I barely have enough for this, but I made it work, y'all. I made it work. I'm gonna put that there, and I do have just a little bit left in this pan. Oh yeah, yeah baby. Yeah baby. I'm surprised Charlie and Raven aren't in here begging, because I know they smell this food. And every time I cook, they come in here and start walking around my feet, hoping that I drop something on the floor. I love this everything bagel seasoning. What's in here? So that's sesame seeds, sea salt flakes, dried minced garlic, dried minced onion, black sesame seeds, and poppy seeds. Wonderful. Any of y'all remember watching that episode of Seinfeld back in the day? I don't know if it was in the late 80s or the early 90s or the mid 90s, but it was about, well, maybe I shouldn't talk about it. It was about what showed up in someone's, you know, pee sample, basically, after they had poppy seeds. I think I got it right. It was something like that. I don't watch Seinfeld anymore. I used to watch it back in the day. It was a really good, funny show back in the day, all those years ago. So y'all, this is what it's looking like. Doesn't that look wonderful? That's gonna be some good, some mighty good garlic bread. But I'm just going to put it in a Ziploc until I'm ready for it after it cools off. Putting it in here for about 10, 12 minutes. It's on 375. It's already as hard as a rock. But y'all, very cool kitchen gadget. Ta-da! Do y'all know what this is? I was fully grown and probably somewhere in my 30s or 40s before I ever even saw one of these or knew what it was. It's for spaghetti. It's for spaghetti. But that's not what I use it for, y'all. Y'all want to know what I use it for? Scratch my back. Whoa, baby, won't you scratch my back? There's really nothing to it. I love it when you do it. Come on, baby, scratch my back. But I don't use it afterwards. I don't use it for the spaghetti. That song was from an episode of Sesame Street that my children saw in the mid-90s. I still remember that song. Come on, baby, scratch my back. All right, y'all. I'll hit y'all back in a few minutes. Hey, y'all. So it's been about 7 minutes. Woo. I'm taking my little pieces of garlic bread out. Ah. Oh my goodness, y'all. Smells so amazing. So buttery. Oh my goodness, y'all. Look at this. You know what? If I were to bought this, if I had gone to the grocery store to get this, I would have paid probably $2.99 just for these little pieces of garlic toast. Look at that. Doesn't that look buttery and delicious? Look at those seasonings on there. I'm telling you, y'all, there are so many ways to stretch your food. You know, you can buy some cheese for one recipe and end up making 3 or 4 other recipes with that cheese, or any random ingredient that you happen to buy or have in your house. Stretch it out, use it up, stretch it out, save money. When you do stuff like this, instead of throwing away old stale bread, hey, that's money in your pocket. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful evening, and remember, this is the best back scratcher in the world right here. Good old spaghetti spoon. All right, y'all. See y'all later.